different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spin the whole.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Deshaun Watson and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the LA Rams.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on second and 14. Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride there.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Swift, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Makes the score, Vikings 3.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to Marquise
A
Brown.
good pick up there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drop.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
In on the tackle.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
At their own.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance here. He had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead grows to 10-0. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. That's Corey Littleton who made the tackle. Of course, he used to be with these L.A. Rams. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Kings 10, Rams nothing.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's going to launch this deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And he's able to put it through. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he gets it over the middle to Cobb.
That's good. We're up Minnesota.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson will catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Fights for a yard. And Watson lost it. And the Lions have got it going the other way. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get the way back upfield. I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll try and run here with Swift. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
7 yards.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the front. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to run now. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
He was brought down at the
off of play action. Tagovailoa. The ball is out, and the Vikings pick up the football. 20, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a final return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Tua now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Jerome Baker.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watson off play action. And his pass incomplete.
Watson's pass thrown away and incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And this is caught at the end. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. James O'Shaughnessy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now it's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Rams 7.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a carry for Swift. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 7.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 36, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they work this well upfield yards on the catch and run.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
That is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, Swift. He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Van Der Esch.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And 10. At the Rams' 21-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. 2nd down and goal. Watson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
39.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. All right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
At their own 28-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, L.A. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
His kick is good.
And it's up and good. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And the Vikings able to recover. The Rams team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
At the 32-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with...
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating. Little man, then I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. I hit that. Okay. When I hit that. Sound like you know. When I hit that. Okay. When I hit that. I secure the safe for the cradle. I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception. Ain't no truce. Ain't no dub. Ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub. Ain't no L. I use a dub. I'ma win. I won't lose with this. Yeah. I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah. I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah. I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Yeah. When I hit that. Hit that.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Justin Tucker. It's week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Titans take over.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
On the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Patrick Queen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. So not only do they get the fumble recovery... on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
The point is...
People vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa being chased out left. Man open left side is Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Taken down right at the line of
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well.
And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Complete. Fumble on the play.
Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Drake. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
1-yard line.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a draw play with Drake. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
27 yards there, a first down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Tua now on first down. And Watson has it right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Titans.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And take it right at the 35. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Los Angeles.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A loss of 9 yards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Going deep for Ditt, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to run really, really well.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off on 1st down. Left side caught by Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Right back to Drake. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Goff now looking to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Rams.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
38 yards on the play. 1st down, Rams.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Handoff as they run the counter play. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well, no matter how one riffs.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now gone.
2nd and 7.
And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Goff. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 30-yard line.
On first down, Goff. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Justin Tucker lining
the
up.
offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker. From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long. So erase the flag. They decline it. And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil? Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil. And those last forever. A long time. No doubt. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Call it a gain of 5. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
The 25-yard line.
Now it's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Titans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff going deep for Diggs. And that got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown Titans. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And his kick is good. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Patrick Owasor leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
His throw caught right around the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
He was brought down by
a gain of 3, 2nd down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And the lead is now an even 30. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. And maybe a little frustration from Goff as he'll turn and call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Goff. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. Throwing again is Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Goff throwing again. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
One last throw here for Goff. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Titans, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, can't you? My bad is plan, trying to keep the people stable the way I feel. I might it all up the way you feel. You might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me. I can't see the roses and lift them. Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry. Don't let alibi splash you. I finally starting to realize never give up and coerce. I can't watch TV. It's all a lot. Time to try and go hit it. Fly everything. Straight media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Infrastructure right. I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? Why the rush left?